welcome to another video, and today I'm going to show you a Canadian gingerbread cookie recipe. And as you can see over here, I'm getting everything over to the counter and setting everything up and getting ready to show you this recipe. Well, Christmas is around the corner and it is time to bake cookies. Okay, let's get started. So these are the ingredients you need, and that is flour, molasses, powdered ginger, cinnamon, baking soda, brown sugar, and butter, and 2 bananas. So I have my trusty mixer here, and what we're going to put in first is the 2 bananas, and I crushed them with a fork, and I'm going to just put it in the mixer here. And the next ingredient is the brown sugar, and just a second, get this all in here. Okay, and this is now half a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to put in there, and I'm also going to put in half a cup of butter. And get that in there, and a half a cup of molasses. Okay, there. So I'm just going to use the same cup here, and that's quite a bit of molasses, I think, half a cup. There we go. Now we're going to mix that all together with the mixer. So now I'm going to blend that all together with my blender. Now I'm going to add the dry ingredients, and we need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and we need 1.5 teaspoon of grounded ginger. So that was 1.5 teaspoon. And we need 4 cups of flour. So I'm going to mix half of it in there right now. And it says to stir with a spoon for a while here. And after I'm done that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That would be this one, yep. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I'm going to add the rest of the flour. So the last few minutes I've been using my hands to make a nice ball. I've been pressing and turning, and here, this is what it looks like. So now we're going to wrap that up in saran wrap and put it in the fridge for 1 hour. Oh, there we go. Wrap that up nicely. It smells really good. So in the meantime, I'm going to do my dishes and clean up. So now the hour is over and it's time to roll out the dough. So it says to put it in 4 portions. So I'm going to roll it into a ball first, and then I'm going to start rolling it out. So it says to roll it out to 1/8 of an inch, so pretty thin. And I got my pan ready with parchment paper, and now I'm going to start with the star form and make some forms. So I just put it like that and wiggle a little bit. I think the hardest part is rolling it out. My first pan full has 14 cookies. I'm going to put in the oven now at 375 for 15 minutes.
Now my cookies were ready after 13 minutes. You have to remember that every oven is different.
We're going to make some icing sugar for the cookies, and you need 1 cup of icing sugar, and 1 tablespoon of milk. And then you mix that together with a fork. Somehow this recipe isn't quite right because it's way too dry, so I'm going to add a little bit more milk. Okay, I was spreading the icing sugar on here like butter, and it seems like it's very thick, like too thick. Actually, I thinned it out a little bit more. It's creamier now, and I just want a thin brushed coating on my cookies, and that's what I'm going to do with this oil brush, so it's nicer like that. And I'm just going to brush a thin coating on top just to give it that little bit of sugar flavor. So this is working out much better. So I practically put 3 tablespoons of milk in total with the 1 cup, but I like when it goes on like a gloss. And then I'm going to add a little bit of sparklies.
Wow, look at this, a nice gingerbread cookie. Ooh, I'll have to try one and see what it tastes like. Look at that, it's nice and thick, just the way I like it, nice and soft.
And it's a star. Don't make me laugh now. So, can you taste all the flavors? You can. Okay.
Very good.
Okay, that's good. So now everyone knows that they're worth baking.
Yes, they are.
I want to thank you all for watching, and please join us again in the next video.